So first up, we are going to be going over Civil War. So Civil War is the brand new A24 movie that I really wanted to see. So me and the girlfriend decided, you want to know what? Let's go ahead and give this a shot. So we went to the theater and we got two trailers in front of it. So I do want to discuss the two trailers in front of it. We have I Saw the TV Glow, the brand new Jordan Fisher film. That one looks fine. Maxine does look up my alley. I did enjoy X. I liked Pearl a little bit more. Maxine is going to be the brand new third film in the trilogy, maybe more. We'll see what he does with the X franchise. But Civil War is the brand new A24 film. In the near future, a group of war journalists attempt to survive while reporting the truth as the United States stands on the brink of civil war. With this movie, right? With this movie, this could go one of two ways. How does it go? Well, it goes the right way. It is a very tight, very tight hour and 40-something minute movie that has very little in the way to please anybody. This is not going to be a film that apologizes to you. This is a movie that wants to get a message out. It's an anti-war film, is basically what this movie is. This one has a phenomenal cast in it. I mean, a phenomenal cast. Kirsten Dunst, Jesse Plemons, Kaylee Spaney, Nick Offerman. Phenomenal cast here. I really wanted more from this film, but what I mean when I say I wanted more from this film in way of speeding the story up a little bit. We got a little bit too much of the slow moments. There are slow moments throughout, but that's the point of the film. It was just too slow for me, personally. I wanted more from this film in way of action, and that's kind of what the trailer did. The trailer promised a bit more of an action-based film, and there is plenty of gunfire, there's plenty of action, but that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing whatsoever. It is not a bad thing, hardly whatsoever. But this is going to be something that is going to be very split. Civil War is not going to be a very well-loved film by literally everybody who sees it, or a hated film. This is going to be right down the middle. I've already seen it. We've already seen it. This movie is divided. The cinematography is beautiful. The overall feel of this film is very dull and dark, and it has very much a lot to say about one certain subject, and that's war. But Civil War is a film that has beautiful cinematography. The sound design is freaking phenomenal. Kirsten Dunst's performance is great. One of the best of her entire career, if not the best performance of her entire career. This film could have just suffered. It could have gone one of two ways, right? If you sped this up a little bit, cut this a good 15 minutes, this could have been a nice, tight 90-minute film. But this movie goes, and it goes, and it goes for a couple minutes without any dialogue. While that is a character-driven film and the beautiful cinematography, it slows the film down. And I did not care for the ending, and neither did my girlfriend. She didn't care for the ending either. It kind of just stops. And I wanted a bit more of what the characters went through after what happens at the ending. I wanted a bit more of how it affects them. That did not work for me, but I get why everybody's loving this film. It's phenomenally shot. The sound design is freaking phenomenal. Kirsten Dunst is great. There's a ton of tight, gripping films. This film grips you, right? But this film definitely gives you these moments, especially during the Jesse Plemons one scene when he has the gun pointed at people. That scene made me grab my seat, and I was just gripping on for dear life because it is a very intense scene. I enjoyed this film a lot more than I thought I would, and I'm going to be giving Civil War a very, very good, a very nice 3.5 out of 5. I could go with a 4, but that's not really a downgrade on the film itself. The issue for me was the pacing. It was paced too poorly for me, and I did not like the ending. I wanted a bit more of a better ending, and if you would have cut out some of those scenes that were just tranquil, quiet scenes, like a couple second scene of a flower, a couple seconds scene just flying over the city. While it's beautiful, it starts to drag the film down a little bit once you do so many of those. Yes, you're showing your ability to have phenomenal cinematography, but it's just not enough for me to want to rewatch your film because the ending was not pleasing and it was a bit of a slower film. There is my thoughts on Civil War. What did you guys think down in the comments down below about Civil War? Did you go and see it? Were you a part of the massive amount of A24 people who went to go and see this? And let me know your thoughts down below.